have to wait. And these kids will still notice you and try to chase after you if you like brush up against them, so be careful. Ignore the fact that this kid is like hitting the J.O. right there in the back of class, but sneak on through over here and we're set. Now, we still need the key, and the only way to get it is to climb the bookshelf. But once we do that, excuse me, there we go, jump off and then hide under here. Not get caught on books. Yup. At least she's not bent neck lady, but still. Alright, let's go and take that for safekeeping and head off towards the light, which is kind of funny because this leads us to a closed cabinet, so I don't know where this light is coming from, but this part's really annoying too. So, gentle. We will wait until she's on the other side of the room. And yeah, just advocating for that child abuse all over the place. I'm not moving this character at all. Sticking his face out as much as he can. So just as a bit of a fair warning here, I have not been able to do this without getting caught. I have never been able to avoid her attention getting through this. For better or worse, I've still been able to get through it. She just might see me. She will sense that I am doing something of my own free will, and yet she will persist, and she will try to murder me. Also, that's a nice little backpack over there. Sarah has one that's really similar. Very nice. But as she walks over here, I'm actually gonna wait. Yeah, go on that right. Whoop. Maybe that's why she always sees me. She's making deep, disturbing eye contact with that child, further traumatizing them. Okay, now we can go. But the second you hear her, make a run for it. Sprint like your life depends on it. Okay, did I actually just make it that time? Or did I just get, like, supremely unlucky every other time I've attempted this? Okay, well, normally she would screech at you and chase you, but once you got here, you were pretty much set, so hooray for us getting it on camera the first time. Why not? And see, you do get going pretty damn fast there, so oof. That was a nice ride and all, but I think it's time for a bit of a breather. And if you're hoping to grab one here, then, well, you're shite out of luck because we have ourselves another child here. However, he's chained to the floor, and you can see how far he's gone just by the multitude of drawings on the floor. And basically, we need to get that pipe that's right behind him. So what we can do is try to get his attention over here, and he's gonna go ahead and get yanked. So we'll run this way, and we'll have to like do this a few times, but this, and cheese it, cheese it, cheese it. Oh my God, okay. So he won't always get yanked back. Oh, but that time he did. Okay, let's make it to the other side. The achievement tied to this specific room is getting through this without killing him. So take this and grab it one more time. Ah, shoot, 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 shoot. Ooh, sometimes you definitely get like magnetized to him. I can usually get it in 3, but I've been doing really terrible. There we go. Okay, okay. Try this. Come on. Grab it. Go, go, run. Okay. That's a little too nerve-wracking. But if we get through this and then we just leave him chained up like that, we are merciful. And it was extremely tempting to kill the boy that was in trouble. Let me tell you something. That does make it a little bit trickier, so let's get going. I'm done with this place. Welcome to Little Nightmares 2, ladies and gentlemen. Shit. Oh no. Hide in there. Hide in here. that straight up fell on her head, so no wonder why she was mad about that. Now, over here, we can't get past without breaking this, so let's just go ahead and hide in here. Oof. Man. Alright, now we can escape by way of this lovely, I guess, rope, but it's kind of hard to jump to sometimes, just because it's, there we go. Like, you have to go directly left, and sometimes you miss it for stupid reasons, so we'll still be a little careful. Go this way. Like how there's a ashtray right over there. Now, in order to get across, we need to push this plank down, but it is going, oof, gonna miss. It is going to cause a ruckus, so cheese it as fast as you can. Okay, thank goodness. But you can still hear her footsteps. Okay. So I was playing, I guess, most of this chapter with Ori on my lap, and I was playing it with the audio coming through the TV, and it's kind of funny because Ori is not a cat who growls. He never does unless he hears somebody at the door, and then he'll do like a really weird growl, and it's kind of scary, but this game actually causes him to do a growl sometimes, and what's funny about it is when he growls, he runs off, and he kind of goes at like a little trot, so it always just sounds like and it's one of the funniest things that Sarah and I have not been able to capture on video. Now, over here is our second hat, and it is the tin hat, so let's go ahead and pop that sucker on, and this is gonna be fun for all. There we go. I actually really adore this hat. This is probably the one I use the most. But yeah, it seems as though Stretchy Neck Teacher has left the building, but not so much going to be the case because we're going to be making a lot of noise here. So yeah, I guess, I don't know, that must just be a testament to how good the sound design in this game is if Ori confuses it with somebody at the door. So you might get eaten here your first time. It might just be easier to reload checkpoint, but let's go for it. Knock the book down, jump up here, cheese it, get out of there. Okay. Now, we have 2 towers of books. This is easily the best way to go about stacking and displaying them. It's like, was Nathan Fielder here at any point? But this, oh my god, this part just gets me every time. So you jump across here, and the second you do, some books are gonna fall. So we gotta go down, and then left, and not get seen, preferably. Please. All right, listen, lady, you are not getting paid enough to narc like this. Everything will be okay. Oh, let's get the hell out of here. Ugh. Okay. Now, I was trying to think of a stupid CRT joke for this entire recording so far because it just occurred to me. There's been a lot of stuff about teachers in the mail or in the news and you know, quitting en masse, which I wholeheartedly support. But just the fact that, like, I guess a lot of right-wing pundits are screaming CRT. I was trying to think, creepy R-word teacher something. I can't think of it, but it's in there somewhere. There is some type of wordplay or pun that will work perfectly for that. Okay, so I think we're actually pretty good right now. So let's just sprint on over here, and we will be free to our own devices. Nice. So we're gonna need to find a key ultimately, and it's not the hardest thing in the world to find unless it's your first time playing, at which point you could be like me and be a total dummy. So if we run over to this side, there's nothing here except, oh, another glitched remains. And it was right next to a lovely noose there. So there you go. Go. Make all the noise you want if you really feel the need to. But all of our interest is actually going to hide on the other side. Did I get caught on the post there? What a weird thing to just get like completely stopped in your tracks for, man. So we have a bit of a game to play here. We'll go and put this on here and complete the rook. And with this, we can actually use it to jump to the door handle here if you're, you know, good at jumping, which I'm not. It's always weird that you still have to hold X to run to get the longer jump. And that'll lead us to a bit of a playroom, I guess. But you're definitely going to want to take this back because it'll help you solve the puzzle here. So 4 white spots to put, you know, tops of chess pieces. So we'll go and do something like that. So we can grab the king. Hell yeah. There we go. So this is lovely. And speaking of, I guess, chess, any of y'all catch Queen's Gambit? Because I did. It was pretty good. Sarah is actually really obsessed with it. She already wants to watch it again. It's pretty interesting. I liked it though. Okay, so I think that's all we have to do over here. In case you're really struggling with how you're supposed to do this, which I don't blame you, you have a very inconspicuous poster here. And this is the part that caught me up because I didn't know that you could grab onto it and then let it go to reveal the solution. So on the left, we need a queen. On the right, we need the rook. And on the bottom, we need the king relative to that dead child king there in the middle. And I did not think that you could jump up to this and grab it. For some reason, it did not stick with me that, hey, you can jump that high, you know, and grab onto it, hoist yourself up. You're not that useless. I don't know what I was playing when I first, you know, had started this, and I just didn't think that I could climb myself up. But when that happened, I was like, okay, now what? This is kind of weird. I don't know what else we need to do. Maybe we have to put this on the other side? Oh, but that light turns off. So for some reason, I couldn't put 2 and 2 together and figure out that you had to go to this side because I had gone through here the first time, right? You come up here and you're like, okay, there's a bottle. That's nice. Just gonna go and knock that over. It didn't occur to me to try to grab on to the lamp itself. So that could clearly just be a me problem. That did not click whatsoever, but it leads to a secret room that hides a key. Please and thank you. Appreciate it. There's also another one of these duckies here. Yeah, I'll go and take this with me. Why not? It's a good time. So yeah, that child that is kind of like mounted on that chess piece. It's a little weird, right? That might not just be me. And was this black pawn piece here before? I don't know. But fun fact, there is, I thought that was a person walking. It was not. I already know nobody spawns here. You can drop down here and not die. So fall damage be damned. Let's get out of here. I'm done. No more screwing around because it's time to return to the throng of evil children, the ones that are made of porcelain and that mean to do us harm. So let's go and take this and pull it clear on over to the other side because now we have a rowdy cafeteria filled with kids who have not had their fill. And who the hell knows what these children are supposed to, you know, eat. But before we do that, there's a slightly more heinous matter that we need to attend to. So we head into the cooler and we find ourselves a dead chef, or presumably somebody who works here. This is weird, kind of odd. I don't like it. Go, take your sausage with you. Ugh. Oh, why did you throw it that way? Whatever. Here is our 5th glitched remain, so I will take you gladly. And now I will gladly take my leave. Adios, later days, nerds. Don't want anything to do with that. And then we climb up. So, here we're going to find ourselves with a little bit of combat. We have a pepper grinder there, but sadly, unlike in Alice Madness Returns, it will not help us. So, instead, we'll utilize the ladle. And the problem with this is that we're going to be fighting a ton of kids. And you have to get the timing down right, which is really awkward. So I'll go and grab this. And then we smash. Now, you're going to try to come to me? I think not. Okay, so they're going to hesitate right before they attack. And you want to be really careful that this last kid, there we go, gets bopped just right. Now, if we try to proceed any further, the game is going to place emphasis on the center of that room. Guess what we get to do? It's time to go incognito. That's right. We must become one of them. One of them. One of us. Okay, well, that was, to say the absolute least, pretty terrifying, and there was a lot of noise going on in my headphones, so there's definitely not going to be any commentary there. All right, so to get to the next room, we have to press a button, which means we have to find something that is just right for that lovely little button there, and no matter what we find, such as, you know, this, anytime you try to bring it on down, it'll break. It'd be nice if you could still press it somehow, but game's not going to be that easy. So we'll go and carefully make our way across. Why are you so close to the edge there? And we'll go along this way. I will say, as far as game design and creativity is concerned, I really like this area because it would make sense for there to be shelves and things up here, just on the sheer fact that, you know, long-necked teacher lady is going to go up to these lanes and hide things, especially things of relatively high importance. No pun intended. Meaning this brain. Brains. There we go. So we can go and put that along the hook, ride it on down, and it will still not break. What a resilient piece of glass. This jar is, borderline indestructible. Even if you were holding it on your way down, it would still break directly all over you. So toss that up there. Perfect. Now, as we continue, she is preparing something.